Virgos, welcome. This is a general reading, so please only take the parts that resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's just not meant for you. This is also a timeless reading, which I happen to love timeless readings. I think as zodiac signs, we tend to go through the same things, but not always at the same time, okay? It's part of our life path. It's part of our journey. But, given the age differences with people and given, just the different way our lives play out, we go through similar things, but not always at the same time. So I like to do a mix of both the timeless reading, so it gets to cover the things that, we all kind of encounter throughout time. And I also have readings for, the month or the year or, a 4-day forecast for if you're interested in those as well. One of them should, cover your reading. If this doesn't resonate with you, one of the timed ones may, or you can check your sun, moon, rising. There might be a message for you in there as well, okay? But somewhere in there, I'm pretty certain there will be a message for you. Okay. Let's get started for our Virgos here. Thank you. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really, I'm pretty new here myself. I've only been on YouTube for about a month. I am trying to build a nice community here with you guys, okay? We start out here with the Three of Wands as your main energy. And the Three of Wands, to me, it talks about trying to build that foundation to get to the Four of Wands. If you can see in the background here, there's a rainbow. The wands are here planted. They are, getting fruitation, okay? But the rainbow that you want is back here, and you want to get to the end of that rainbow. And it's like the Three of Wands is that place where you're still working to build that foundation to find the end of the rainbow, which would be that Four of Wands feeling of, celebration, okay? It's like the step 2 there. What else for Virgos, please? Okay, and you do have the Strength card. This is in this deck. It's called the Warrior card, but it's the Strength card. And it talks about having a lot of inner courage while you're doing things. So let's see. What else do we have for Virgos here? As I'm laying the first set of cards, I just kind of give a brief overview. As I go on, the reading gets more in depth as we start to clarify. But you have the High Priestess and the Web. Okay, so that's 3 major arcanas out of 4 cards. So you guys actually have a lot going on right now. Okay, so while you're trying to build this foundation and create this, life that you can celebrate and be happy with, it's asking you to have a lot of inner strength, trust yourself, and trust your intuition. The High Priestess embodies all of the qualities of the moon. There's actually 2 moons in this card, one in the sky and one that she holds in her hand because she embodies, those energies. The moons can talk about the mysteries of life, so you may be a highly intuitive person. You may work within the mysteries of life. It can talk about secrets and lies. Sometimes it can talk about what we hide from our own selves or our shadow sides. The Web here, that's similar to the Justice card. It talks about how when we do one thing, the effects ripple out through the entire web and, stating kind of like it has an effect in our life. So you may be coming to a point right now where things are taking effect. Okay, let's see. What brought Virgos up to this point, please? We have the Shaman. Okay, I am kind of getting that some of you actually may be very intuitive or healers. The Shaman is similar to the Hermit, but he's also a healer. He goes inside for spiritual journeys a lot. The Hermit goes inside for wisdom. They're very similar, okay? But it does look like in the past that is something that you have been doing, is going inside to find wisdom, okay? And taking that time of solitude as well, both the Shaman and the Hermit. It's a time of solitude, a time alone. We're trying to figure things out. The Eight of Swords tells me that you kind of have a bondage here in your past to your thoughts, and usually that's not a good thing. It usually comes out in a very negative sense. It's like a self-imprisonment in our own mind, in our own thoughts, and the thoughts usually are not good thoughts. But then we'd come into the Page of Swords, excuse me. I see the Page of Swords as the investigator. He likes to investigate a lot of things. He likes to figure things out. It can talk about gossip and prying eyes from people around you, like maybe stalking you on Facebook, something like that. But let's see where this goes in the future. But next to that Eight of Swords, I do feel like it's you trying to investigate, especially with that shaman, this building the foundation, the warrior. I feel like this is probably a spiritual path reading here, okay? I don't think this is about your love life or career. I think this is about your actual path, which are kind of my favorite readings to do anyways. I think they're the most important. Everything else will fall into place when we get that part, right? And we do have the Five of Cups here. And the Five of Cups talks about feeling grief and loss and regret. But the thing with the Five of Cups is there's 2 cups spilled over, but there's 3 cups still full and standing. And we end up focusing on these 2 cups and we don't realize what we have. We're focused on what we lost. And again, there's another moon in this card as well. Okay, where else does this take our Virgos? Thank you. The Two of Cups, you're trying to find harmony between 2 things. And the Five of Swords, you feel defeated in some way. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, what we don't see coming is the World Tree. So this means you're going to be completing a goal or lesson of some kind here, okay, in all of this. So let's get some clarification. Let's see how this really plays out for you guys. See the shaman, please, Virgo. Shaman. Thank you. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about something creative and being free-spirited, okay? So what I do feel like you, after you go into this little bit of a hermit type mode, where you go within yourself, you may come out with some passion and want to take movement towards something possibly creative. So let's see here, what is... Okay, so this is where this comes in. All right, so you're feeling bonded to your thoughts because you need to make a decision on your actual life path, okay? The Two of Wands talks about when we come to that point in our journey where we come to that path and it Y's out, okay? And when it does that, you can only choose one path. Neither path is wrong, okay? But you can only choose one on which journey you would like to take. And it requires a lot of courage, which is why probably why this warrior card is here, to make that decision, because it requires you to let the other path go, okay? Because you won't be able to have both. Excuse me. And you're thinking about, so you're investigating a situation within your heart, okay? And you may even be communicating with somebody on matters of love. The King of Cups is somebody who is very supportive, very kind, tolerant, and empathic. This could be somebody in your life coming in. The dolphins always remind me of communication. The pages also remind me of communication. So there may be some communication here. Something that's very heart-centered. If you can see in this photo, his heart chakra is open and spinning, okay? Because he is a very loving, kind king, okay? Now that could be you using that energy. That could be somebody else. We're going to keep reading and we'll find out, okay? Okay, so on this Three of Wands, you do have the Ten of Wands, which talks about burden, trying to get to someplace and finding it very difficult. Again, it's asking you to have strength. Okay, so you got a double strength card here. So whatever you're going through is requiring a lot of inner courage from you right now. That Ten of Wands, you know, it ends up taking you someplace good, but while you're in that energy, it feels very stressful, very burdensome to try to get in the, clarifying this Three of Wands, they're both trying to do the same thing. They're both trying to reap the rewards of what's to come, okay? They're both trying to get to that part where you're almost there and it starts to feel heavy, okay? So it's saying you're almost there. Like, just keep going. Yes, this is heavy. Yes, this is stressful. It's burdensome. But you're about to reap all of your rewards here. But you have to have the courage to keep going. Okay, and then you do have the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. So we're back to this Hermit. And now we have the Queen of Wands to go with that Knight of Wands. Okay? I don't believe that's your energy. I do believe that's somebody else's energy. I feel like you're the Knight. You might be moving towards someone that you do have feelings for here. With that King of Cups as well. I feel like there's communication on love. But let's keep reading. But you've been in hermit mode a little bit here. You're trying to figure things out. The World. Didn't we already have the World? Yeah, the World. The High Priestess is helping you. Okay, so following your intuition and trusting yourself, you're going to come to a place where, you know, your lesson, you have learned a lesson or a goal. You have completed it. You are completing this by following yourself, by trusting yourself, by following your intuition, by looking into the mysteries and the unseen portions of life. Okay, and there's going to be a new opportunity here for you, possibly one that will create abundance. That's the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying this Justice or the Web card. So the cause and effect of the situations here is there's going to be a new opportunity for you coming up. Or that's happening right now, actually. So this defeat that you feel, this Five of Swords, the Six of Swords is telling me this is a necessary transition. So with the Five of Swords, it can talk about bullies and violence, abusive relationships, or theft. It talks about people not treating you very well. And it's like no matter what you do, you end up feeling defeated. Okay? So wherever it is that you feel defeated, whether it's in your own self, whether it's at work, whether it's, you know, with people that you care about, a lot of times when we feel defeated, we retreat, and I'm almost getting, retreat from this, okay? Because this is a necessary transition for you. And that Six of Swords is coming out a lot for people. Two of Cups, please. Ten of Pentacles. You're trying to bring everything into harmony so you can reach your Ten of Pentacles, so you can create. And you're heading there with this, you know, this Three of Wands and this, the Three and Ten of Wands here. You're heading to that. You just got to keep the courage to keep going. You're bringing things into harmony so you can reach that Ten of Pentacles, which is really reaching that point in your life where you've built everything, that you've built that legacy, you've built everything you want, you've built a life to be proud of. So then what is this Five of Cups here? What is the Five of Cups? The Lovers. I was wondering if that was going to show up. Okay, so there is a love situation here that you're feeling loss and grief from. I don't see an ending card. I see communication. I see you need strength and you're taking time to yourself to think about it. But I have not seen that it has actually ended here. I'll get one more card on this for you guys. One more card on this. Lovers and Regret, please. Outcome. I just want to look at what these are. Okay. One card, please. Two of Pentacles, you got to make a decision on it. You either got to figure out a way to balance it out, or you need to make a decision. You haven't made that decision. That's why I don't see ending cards or staying cards. Just regret on the love situation here. Okay. So what I have is partially, okay, so that might be what you need to make your decision on too, and why you're all up in your head. Okay. Like I said, I do feel like there's communication on love. I do feel like it's asking you to have inner strength with this, and to take some time to think, to trust your intuition, because This is going to be a completion to a lesson or goal for you, okay? You're feeling defeated, but this is a necessary transition. You're trying to bring things into harmony so you can reach that point in life where you've built the life that you wanted. You're feeling lost and regret about the love situation, this romantic situation, and it's something you're going to end up needing to make a decision on here or figure out a way to balance. And the Four of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Pentacles talks about the desire for long-term security. And that might be why you need to make a decision on this. Maybe with this person, you can't have long-term stability. And you want that with this Ten of Pentacles. That tells me you want long-term stability, okay? You're almost there. Keep going. Keep that inner courage. Keep going. You're almost there. I can see it in the cards. All right. Animal advice here for Virgos. Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Yeah, again, it goes back to that Hermit and that Strength card. Okay, the Hermit showing up twice, the Strength card showing up twice, and now it's showing up again in your animal message here. Take that time alone. Stay strong, okay, guys? All right, Virgos, it's a pleasure to do this reading for you. If it resonates with you, please hit that like button. It lets me know that it is resonating with people. I hope you'll consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. Until we meet again.